Should we just start then?
Yeah, we got this.
Oh, I didn't even send you the song.
Don't worry. I'll hear it later.
Yeah, it's the
We're
same
finished.
basically. Huh?
Mm.
Is it
You
finished?
finished? Yeah.
I'm still want to tweak and go in and tweak stuff, but
Okay.
yeah.
We have to mention glasses because that's my big bugbear. I didn't write down. Make
I haven't
my
written down
character wear
anything.
glasses.
I haven't
Mhm.
written down anything. I'm
Where's
getting my laptop.
glasses?
I'm getting my book. I'm getting my notebook to start
Mm.
being able to write down stuff.
We're expat immigrants.
Hi everyone, my name's Nat, and this is my voice.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kat, and this is my voice.
You look lovely, Kat.
Thank you. Dankeschön.
I don't know why I'm laughing so much. Oh my god, Kat. Anyway, how have you been, babes?
Yeah, really good, Natty. How about you?
Yeah, not too bad. Like,
Yeah,
everybody
can't complain.
can't complain.
Online.
Can't complain,
Online.
really, can I?
Online. Can't complain online, but we could complain offline.
Offline, exactly. Everybody, Kat and I are at a distance.
Just
From a distance. Catherine!
You and me from a distance.
We're at a distance, guys. Normally we really try and record together in the same
Together.
room. It's so much fun.
Together at last. Do you remember that one from Annie?
Together forever. The blast.
We're musical fans.
Is it that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could be anything but you.
Right. Okay. Good. We got that out of the way.
Yeah.
So today we're at a distance. Catty is over there and I'm over here, and we're using the powers of the internet to record this
Get together.
episode and get together. So yeah. This episode is going to be, I think, the third or fourth. I should have probably checked, but I'm
Yeah,
thinking
it's the third.
Well, no, the third Valentines Special.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. We don't know.
We don't know, because I feel like it just started, like we just did a Valentine's one, and then the
Yeah.
next year we did another one, and then the third year we did one.
I think it might be the third year.
I feel like
think it
there's
might be the third
yeah.
year.
So it didn't start off as like intentional, but now I feel like
Or the
we've done it
fourth.
so many times now. I feel like it could be the fourth
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
But I think a third or fourth, we've done it so many times
Yeah.
now that we just got to keep going. We have to do a Valentine's episode every year. Well, last year we were in Paris. Remember that, Kat? And we interviewed
That was
Parisians. That
amazing.
was so good. So today we're not in Paris and we're not together, so we can't do that. But we were trying to think, what can we do for our Valentine's special?
Yes.
And we have come up with something which has evolved from its initial core idea. It's evolved into what we're going to do today.
Yeah.
Shall I continue?
Yeah, because you know more about it than me.
So
I'm catching on.
Catherine's
No,
catching on. So basically, well, the original idea, or one of the original ideas, was to watch a romantic comedy, specifically a teen rom-com. Okay. And then from there, we were like, well, why don't we compare teen rom-coms? One that was in the past to one that is like
Our
a modern
past.
day, or our past, like
When
from
we
when we
were
were teens.
younger.
Exactly,
Yeah,
from
not
when
not
we were
old.
younger.
Yeah.
And then with what's going on now, what these young people have for their teen rom-com now. And then it kind of, so we did watch one. We watched one, which I liked. We could probably briefly go over it very quickly. But we didn't get to watch another one to compare it. But what we did eventually evolve into is like, and it kind of came from your perspective, Kat, when you texted me, I was enjoying, we're watching at the same time but at a distance, and I was really enjoying the film, and Catherine's like, I'm not the demographic. And I was like, I'm
not
the
the demographic, but
demographic.
if an Italian was like, I am.
I'm the demographic, guys. So I was like, okay. But then from there, it kind of sparked this thing for me. Like, what if we wrote our own treatment, our own sort of storyboard for a teen romantic movie? Like, what would we do differently? But very quickly, going back to the one that we watched, Catherine, what was it?
He's All That.
It was He's All That. So tell me very quickly.
We wanted to compare it with She's All That, and it was He's All That. So I would probably, it was a good movie, but I still will give it 2 out of 5 because I'm not the demographic. It's just not.
I give it a 4.
I'm a woman now, you know. I need to be watching womanly things. But I mean, it was a nice movie, but I think I just don't like all their technology. You know, the girls are Instagrammer and like, I mean, because I just abhor, you know, the thought that people live like that, you know, waking up every day, have to put the TV
I
on.
liked that.
You know, gosh, for God's sake.
Well,
But
because
she was a lovely girl. I liked her a lot. She's a lovely girl. And her lead and her partner was a lovely boy as well. So I can't fault it.
Yeah.
And they had the same sex relationship with the 2 girls who were really cool girls.
Yeah, the supporting cast.
That.
Yeah. So I loved it. I really, really enjoyed it. I liked the fact that she was an Instagrammer, or she was an influencer, I should say. Instagrammer. I like the fact that she was an influencer. And because, you know, how do you move this genre into the present day? And this is what the kids are doing. They're showing their life. They're influencers. They're showing their life. You are like the boy, because he didn't like all of that stuff.
I know. He was a nice boy, wasn't he?
But Catherine, didn't he look like someone I know? Didn't he look like someone I know? Remember one of my friends?
Comment. Give me a private message.
I'll give you a private. Because I was like, he's actually cute. But then I was like, oh my God, he actually looks like someone I know.
Yeah.
He
was all miserable at the beginning, you know, miserable, don't like this, don't like that.
He was wearing the hat. So here's the thing. This is one of the tropes that we could sort of talk about as well, I think, when we start to do the treatment for our own teen movie. She's All That, I believe the whole thing is like she's wearing glasses and then this transformation, and so many times we've seen it. Remember, Catherine, our episode season 1 episode 3 with when we were looking at Reina del Mundo, not Reina del, was it Queen of Hearts, right? And it's that whole thing, repetitive thing of you've got the protagonist and she's wearing glasses, and then she takes off her glasses and she's absolutely stunning. And
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. You know, I don't like when they take off the glasses, all of a sudden they're more attractive. Should we do a test?
Go on,
take off my glasses.
Go on,
but in your mind, what do you rate me out of 10 now?
10.
Click, and then now.
10.
Did I get more attractive because I took off my glasses?
You weren't even smiling when you took off your glasses.
I couldn't see, you know. I couldn't see myself.
Catherine she's someone who really needs glasses, guys.
I need glasses. Do you know what? The funny thing, let me tell you something. Sometimes when I'm with boys and stuff, and if they want to like touch my face, I say, you know what? Just respect the glasses. You know what I mean? If they come like this, you know, I'm just like, I've got my fists up.
Innit?
Because for me, if my glasses snapped, I only got 1 pair. Like, I don't have, not like all those other influencers that got loads of pairs of glasses. I got 1 pair. They are expensive.
We need to be sponsored by glasses, I think, Catherine.
And they're just from the shop. You know what I mean? Sponsor us, man, because I want to be spectacle wearer of the year. You know they have
Yes, I do. I remember Gok Wan was like spectacle wearer of the year at one point.
Who was?
Gok Wan.
Yeah. Because I wear my specs.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm going to tell you something funny about spectacles, if I may.
Absolutely.
My friend, like many years ago, I used to work with this girl, lovely girl, and I think it was at our Christmas party, you know, in the day, at Christmas party, everyone boozing it and dancing and la la la. Anyway, she made a move to one guy that we worked with, all drunk and stuff, and she kind of pulled him to her. She got his glasses and she chucked it across the room, and then she kissed him. And I thought, wow, that's like really sexy. I love that. But anyhow, any man want to try and do that to me?
But how did the guy react?
He kissed her back, innit? Maybe it's like -2. But I'm talking about the real glasses wearers, the -5, -6, 7, 8, all of them. Do not be coming in the sexy moment and just chucking it and chuck off the glasses and embrace me, because I would not be embracing you. I'd be like, what a mom.
Where's my glasses?
And she told me that story. I said, that's sexy. But then I was like, nah, man, no one get ideas.
Don't get ideas.
Come close to my glasses.
But here's the thing, with these movies, a lot of times it's like, take off the glasses, and all of a sudden this beautiful, this ugly duckling turns into a swan. Oh, would you be my love if I just smiled? Would you be my school sweetheart if I just lied? Meet me back at school, meet me at the lockers by the gym hall. I won't be your fool. I've taken off my glasses and now I'm pretty, but pretty all along. That's why I'm singing this song. Here he comes. All the boys just want to be him, and the girls want some. Meet me back at school, meet me for some food in the cafeteria. Show me to your friends, taking off my glasses and now I'm pretty, but pretty all along. That's why I'm singing this song. You know what I mean, you know what I mean. Let's go to the diner and let's eat ice cream. You know what I mean, you know what I mean. Take me to the park, we'll be king and queen, king and queen. Meet me back at school, meet me on the field behind the bleachers. My new outfit is cool, taking off my glasses and now I'm pretty. I'm a 10 out of 10. 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 And so in this one, in the His All That, which is like the gender swap of She's All That, it's the modern day one. I think it was, I don't know, I can't remember the year that it was made, but if you guys want to watch it, it's on Netflix. This guy's wearing a hat. Was it 2021? His thing was this hat, like this long hair and hat. Oh,
yeah.
God.
But he wasn't like a grungy guy. They just should have fully committed it. He should have been in a band or something.
The thing is, I feel like because it's that modern day, I don't know, are kids doing bands and being really grungy?
So.
I don't know. I feel like they're like harking back to it, because he did have band t-shirts, do you know what I mean? Okay. And he's the sort of flannel, so he's sort of not harking back to the 90s era with the way he dressed. But cool. I think it was
There's nothing wrong with him.
Yeah, but I think the whole thing was that he was just like against social media. He had no followers. He didn't have any accounts. He didn't
have a proper phone.
He didn't have a proper phone. Exactly. So there we go. So I really enjoyed it. I would give it a 4 out of 5. I liked the leading man. I thought he was fanciable. The only thing that deducted it from me was that he just reminds me of my friend.
Oh, you need to write the name down. Do I know this friend?
Yeah, because everyone used to fancy that friend as well, actually. Anyone who would meet that particular friend would fancy him, and then actually when they get to know him, like it's like he's one of those ones a bit annoying. He's not
good-looking people. Good-looking people and tall people. You have got such an advantage. You need to develop your character as well.
Character's got to be developed.
Because if you can't get the character to match, then you go down like the bottom, like the rest of us.
That's why, for me, having a son, boy, is I'm going to be helping him develop his character. He's already funny. He's already really funny. And so we're going to be working on that. Improv classes starting when he's 10.
Is it? Oh my gosh, he's going to be a force to reckon with.
He's going to be a force because he will be tall and he will be good looking. That's just a given. But we've got to work on that personality. He's already got it. He's already got it. I don't want him to lose it because people are just going to be like, oh, you're so cute. Anyway.
Like, what else? What else is there? Substance,
you get. So, Catherine, I did look up, you know, in terms of like how movies are structured. Okay. I did have a quick look. I thought it was 4 acts, but when I looked into it with a quick Google, I was met with a 3-act structure.
Or a 5?
Or for movies, I didn't see 5, but I think if I just typed in 5, it would have come up. I just put in like teen movie structure, expecting 4 acts to come up, and 3 acts came up.
Okay.
So I'll just read to you the headings of each act. Yeah. Okay, and we'll write it down. So Act 1 is the setup. Okay. Act 1 is the setup. That's what I would assume is where we meet all the characters, and we're setting up the story and the premise of the film.
Loving it.
Okay.
I love it already. Act 2 is the build-up.
Act 2, it says confrontation.
Oh, yeah.
So ascend in action. Okay.
Yes.
The midpoint of Act 2. Oh, wait. So, sorry, let me go back to Act 1. So, Act 1 is the setup, and it breaks it down into the beginning. It breaks it down into an inciting incident and second thoughts.
Yeah.
And then there's a climax of Act 1. Okay.
Run out of space on my paper.
Then we've got Act 2, which is the confrontation. We've got ascend in action, broken down with 2 obstacles. Then a midpoint big and in brackets big twist, like a midpoint thing, climax. And then it goes on to be, this is still Act 2, there's an obstacle, there's a disaster, and there's a crisis, and it's a climax of Act 2. And then we've got an Act 3, which is descend in action, and it's called resolution. Act 3 is called the resolution. Descend in action goes into wrap up and then the end. So I always thought it was 4 acts, which is like beginning, and then the Act 2, like Act 1 is beginning, Act 2 is like the kind of build up. Act 3 is the climax and the confrontation, and Act 4 is the end and resolution. So that might be different, and that might be going back to my kind of like superhero movies that I love. But if we're talking about teen movies, Catherine, and judging by this simple Google search and the top response from Google.
I wrote my notes.
You've got your notes, right? And I've got this here.
The thing is, I write stories and stuff. I'm only new to writing stories. I'm a poet initially, historically. So this is actually very interesting for me, but I'm scared because, it takes a lot of drafts for me to get really good. And we have to let the people know this first draft, it might be rough.
This is rough.
You might have no action. Where's the action? Where's the ascending? Where's the descending? Where's the climate? Where's the twist?
Exactly. Catherine, we are going to try our best, okay? This is a rough draft, guys. This is a little treatment, and this is off the cuff. This is us attempting as sisters to come to you with a romantic comedy that can appeal to teens as well as adults as well. Because Catherine's an adult, I'm a teen.
Perpetual teen.
I'm a perpetual teen, okay? So I think what we'll start off with the cast. I think we always have the 2 protagonists. I think Okay, so protagonist 1 and protagonist 2, and then we've got our supporting actors that we could fill out, okay?
Yeah.
I think we've got our close supporting actors, and then we've got the rest of the cast.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I think we talk about the characters first before we put them into a situation.
Okay.
Okay, Catherine, who do you think?
I got Forrest. Because I
What's
like that
that?
name. That's Forrest's name. That's a young man. My protagonist number 1 is called Forrest.
Okay, is Forrest a boy, a girl, non-binary? Like Forrest?
Non-binary. We did for the modern times, but it was a boy. In my first draft, it's a boy.
Okay.
Forrest has 2 mums.
Nice.
The mum should make it.
Okay, wait, before, so that's the supporting cast. So let's go with, okay, Forrest is a boy.
I just got a name.
Okay, so are we gonna do hetero? I think I'll feel just a bit more in what I know of by going that route. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Forrest is a boy.
Forrest is a boy. So opposite him will be a girl.
Yeah. For me, her name is Faith.
Her name is Faith. I'm gonna veto that. I'm not having that.
Because you know why?
I'll have Forrest.
Listen. You love the name Forrest, but listen, because Faith. In my story, we could change. Faith is supported by 2 girlfriends, Eden and Giselle. And so that's like EFG. So when they come on, it's like EFG, you know, like like the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Eden, Faith, and Giselle.
Okay.
For the music lovers. And the alphabet, people don't know that, you know, for the illiterate, they say, what's the alphabet? A, B, C, D. You got E, F, G, come on the center. Now we know up to G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now we know. And
I've got to veto it, Kat. I can't have it.
No.
What about if her name has got another kind of element of nature?
Do you know, I love nature names.
You are loving nature, Kat.
Oh my God, I'm a nature girlfriend. What about Aurora?
Aurora. Which is dawn. Aurora.
Dawn
okay, Aurora is a girl. Forrest is a boy. They are going to be our... Sorry?
Is that what we're accepting?
For now, until I decide maybe not, okay? Catherine, we've got to communicate and we're coming together, okay?
Yeah.
Now,
Forrest I've got Forrest and Dawn. I don't mean that. I mean Forrest and Aurora.
Forrest and Aurora. Now, so Forrest, he's got 2 mums. Love it.
I love it.
2 mums. Okay. And Aurora... Do we need to know about her parents?
No, maybe she got a sibling, I don't know, or cousin. Or maybe she got a step family, I don't know.
Step family, maybe. Yeah, step family, potentially. ? Okay. Who are the supporting characters? We need some best friends. Montel.
Because if the mothers were our age,
names. I'm just concerned about characters and who they are. I don't want to be fixed on names yet, Kat.
That's all I got.
Because no, but you're gonna come. I know for a fact the inspiration is gonna come and flow. Okay, so Forrest, does he have? Okay. First of all, this dynamic. Who is the one? Who's the main one of the pair?
Who's the chaser?
Who's the one chasing?
Let it be Forrest. Let it be Forrest.
So Forrest is chasing. Forrest isn't the one. So is Aurora like the popular one?
Oh, is that how it's working?
I feel like in like there's always one who's a bit more has more power than the other one.
Maybe Forrest is the popular one.
Okay. By the way, Catherine, I actually do have a bit of a plot in my head.
Go for it, sister.
But I just wanted to fill out these characters though. Or should we just jump to the plot? Okay, we've got Forrest, who's a boy. He's 16 years old, obviously played by a 30-year-old. Oh no, let's say he's 18. Let's say he's 18, okay? And Aurora is 18.
Good.
Okay. We're going to have to cast these people, but I first want to say that I want Forrest, I want the boy to be a garçon. I want him. I need him to be francophone, and I'm thinking maybe like Senegalese.
Oh right, do you know who I thought you were gonna say?
Who? What?
I thought you were gonna talk about your Nacho man.
He can be a friend.
Yeah,
he can be a friend, supporting cast, but I want a black leading man who is francophone, and his name is Forêt. But in French they call him, or in English they call him. So he's gone to, is it set in America? Are we doing America? Because of these teen movies?
I mean, let's make it up.
In a high school.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like he's an exchange student.
Oh la la, oh mon Dieu.
Maybe he's just come for the semester.
Exchange.
International student, and he's come in like the jock.
I like this, like now.
Really popular. Okay.
Yeah, popular because he's nice boy.
Forrest, so he's exchange student, yeah? Popular. He's the popular one. Or unless he's not popular, Catherine, because she's the one we said. Maybe he comes in and it's like fish out of water as well.
Oh, yeah. How are you going to just come from France and be popular?
Exactly. I mean, we love the accent. But maybe there's some sort of fish out of water.
Yeah, because they're like, where are you from? Where are you from? France? Is that in
All right, careful. Germany? Steady, Catherine. Steady. Okay, right. So, quick. We've got Forrest, an exchange student. I think he's the one who's trying to win her. Aurora is the popular one. I think we do that.
Aurora, popular.
Popular. Okay, good. All right, Aurora's the popular one. Forrest is he's not popular. And he's got to become popular somehow.
Yeah, wow, it's exciting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Let's just jump into it. And I think we'll fill out our characters afterwards. Who is going to play?
Not many people. You might have to guide me, Natty.
I don't even know francophone French black guys. We've got to find someone.
Or ask the people. Maybe we can ask our friends to cast it for us.
Okay, but I want to have a bit of control.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know anyone.
Because I've got to fancy them. Okay?
Yeah.
And this is what's really important to me. The guy has got to be super good looking and super fanciable. Okay. Right. And who's the girl?
I don't know anyone.
We don't know. Okay, fine. Let's just go act one, Catherine.
It could be our SE3 Thomas. Is that her name? From Bridgerton.
Absolutely. Oh,
we loved her.
We love her. SE3 Thomas is our Aurora.
SE3 Thomas. Whoa, that's a good looking couple.
Well, we don't know who the guy is yet.
Yeah, but you described him to me, so he has to fit the bill.
A hot francophone black guy. Okay. Now, act one. What is it, Catty?
What do you mean?
What happens?
Set up. So maybe, like, he's just arrived at the school, so he needs an orientation, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
It's a Rumbunkus High School, you know, like, stuff going on.
Is this an inner city high school, or is it like a suburban high school? I think inner city.
Yeah, I want to say inner city.
Mm-hmm.
Inner city.
Yeah.
And I don't know, should people notice Forêt or not? Should they notice Forrest? Or does he just kind of slip in?
I think he needs to be introduced.
Maybe he slips in. Maybe, or I don't know. I mean, either he slips in and like answers a question and everyone goes, who's that? In class.
So, first of all, let's set the scene. This is an inner city high school in New York.
And
New
they all know how
York.
to dance.
They know how to dance and they know all the slang and they're super cool and they've got like people doing like dancing in the playground, okay? In like out at the front of the school. They've got people shooting some hoops, okay? They've got like people doing double dutch.
They still do that in this day and age. They're all on their phones. They're not skipping.
And then they're on their phones. Why are you not skipping, guys? We need some exercise, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But it's in New York, and then I think we got to see the girl come in first. We got to see Aurora.
Is she like cool with all her friends?
I think she's cool.
But maybe she works on the school magazine.
She does. Yes.
Maybe she is editor.
Editor of the school magazine.
Yeah. And the school magazine is like proper style, lifestyle, fitness, food, nutrition.
Okay, all the stuff that you like.
Yeah. That's why it's going to get 5-star rating. A bit of a
so she's trying to get like lifestyle and health and stuff popular amongst her peers. Yeah. She's into all of that and she's like, I'm going to use my opportunity as the editor of this school magazine to get people healthy and worrying about their lifestyle, and it's going to help me get into college.
Yeah, and she's going for one of the big Ivy League.
Going for Ivy League college. Okay. Going for Ivy League college. So she's walking in and she's got her laptop bag and she's just like, oh, but she's got to meet her supporting cast at this point, Kat. This is where we get the sassy friends. This is where we got...
You don't like my EDF, man. I can't know what to do.
What's EDF?
Eden, Faith and Giselle.
Why can't it be ABC then?
All right. Good.
Aurora. B is... What about Benny?
Oh, nice.
Benny. What, is he gay? Can he be gay best friend?
Yeah. What, Benny a boy or Benny a girl?
A boy.
Okay, Benny a boy. Yeah, why not?
Gay boy.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, we've got Benny, her best friend. Okay. Benny.
And C?
And the number 5 character is C is what, Charlotte? No.
Nah.
No. Chloe.
Catherine is a good name, but it's not Catherine.
It's not Catherine, no.
C is...
C is... Claudia? Nah.
Oh, that's our age.
I remember Party of 5. Claudia.
Yeah.
Claudia. C. Oh, why does it have to... Catherine, I feel like these...
Sorry, if you said it. No, I didn't make a joke. Let's move on. It don't matter. C, it could be Cece.
Cece. Let's just say Cece. Okay. Aurora, Benny, and Cece.
Yeah.
Are the friends. Okay. And okay, ethnicity of Benny. Are we casting ethnicities at this point?
I don't know. We're only in like the first.
We're only in the first act, and we need to go. We need to get going because we've got 2 minutes left on this Zoom. Okay.
Now let's not cast their ethnicity yet, because it might come apparent.
It'll come apparent. But I feel like we need a Latina in there, a Latin person, because it's New York, right? Dominican or something, right? Okay. Now, Forrest, so she's all about her school paper, her magazine. She wants to use it to get to this Ivy League college. Okay. She keeps repeating it. And that's the way she feels closer to... No, that's something else. That's another film that exists, I feel. Like to get into this college to feel closer to someone. What film is that? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Okay. Next, we need to introduce Forrest. Forrest comes in. How does he come in?
How does he come in, Natty?
He comes in because he's an exchange student. Or like there's a reason for him to be in America for an extended period. Not just exchange. Like he's got to be in America.
Maybe political asylum.
Okay, for a rom-com, Katie.
I don't know.
Sorry, that's bad to laugh at. That could be something, but I feel like
We'll hold that. I'll park that
let's
one.
park that. Let's park that. I feel like Forrest's thing could be that he volunteers with asylum seekers, right? And this is something that she finds out about him afterwards. So he's not as shallow as she thinks. Like, I'm all about health and whatever, and you're just a shallow guy. Do you know what? He's come for scholarship, Catherine. He's come on a basketball scholarship because, you know, France, they've got bare basketball people. Yeah?
Yes.
In it. He's come on a basketball scholarship. She thinks he's just about basketball, and he's shallow. But really and truly, man like Forrest is out here volunteering with asylum seekers, right? And using his French language to translate and help people. Okay, so he is there on a basketball scholarship. Catherine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe she's been burnt by like a previous sportsman boyfriend. So she's like, they're all the same. Like the ones that are good looking and talented, and they're going to go to more scholarship. I just don't have time for this new boy. I don't care if he's French.
Exactly. She doesn't care if he's French. He's come in, basketball guy. Her ex is a basketball guy and is on his team, Cat. So these are points of contention that we can possibly use for our explosion in Act 3. So, or Act 2 now. So she's got an ex-boyfriend who's also a basketball guy on the same team.
Yeah.
On the team, right? She can't get a scholarship. She's got to work hard.
Exactly.
Right? She's not just going to get a basketball scholarship to go to Yale.
Exactly. Or Harvard.
Or the other one, Princeton. Okay, so how do they meet?
I reckon like her ex-boyfriend has befriended Forrest, right?
Yeah.
And then he's telling Forrest, you know, stay away from her. Like she's just no good for nothing. Good for nothing.
No, he can't. I can't allow that. I can't let that happen.
The ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, but I can't have my Aurora slandered.
The ex-boyfriend just said, like, no, maybe Forrest goes, oh, who's that? And he goes, oh, she's just useless.
It's useless. A basketball guy talking about my girl who's the editor of the school paper. She's useless. I think it's just like, forget her.
No, she doesn't
clean up that. She never scrubbers up. She does nothing.
No, I'm really joking.
Right. I think he's just like, forget about her. He sees it, and they like, their eyes meet.
Yes.
Their eyes meet, and she's kind of like, who's that? Oh, no. Her best friends are like, ooh, who is that?
Yeah, Penny.
And then she's like, oh, I don't know. And then he's in her French class.
Why is he in the French class?
Because that's an easy qualification for him, Kat. Remember at school when people like who clearly could speak a language was taking A-level?
Easy, like,
just
how did you learn this, man? You know more vocabulary than me.
And so he's just sitting at the back all bored in the French class, but she's like, okay, whatever. And he's trying to correct her.
Oh, no.
And she's like, whatever, okay. But she needs this as extra credit to get into school. So she needs to ace her French test.
Exactly.
Okay. And so the teacher's like, why don't you, and puts them together.
Oh, yeah.
Catherine, teacher, puts Forrest and Aurora together on a French class project. Yeah.
And she's just like, I'm just over this know-it-all French man.
I know, but he is so saucy.
Forrest, man.
Forrest has got the sauce, okay?
Yeah.
This guy is like, I'm sorry, he's got a bit of a French accent, but not complètement. But he can also speak a bit, American slang, and he's he's tall, and she's just like, despite herself, Catherine. Despite herself, she doesn't want to just like give in so easy because it's so obvious. Okay, everyone expects her to like him.
Exactly.
She's already dated a basketball player.
I know. And maybe she wants to now date scientists. because she's over it.
She's over it. Catherine, who's the teacher? I like those supporting characters, the teachers, someone who has got the comic timing, a comedian, you know?
What about the lady you saw? Wong. Ali Wong.
Ali Wong is the French teacher. Absolutely. I bloody love her. Okay, supporting character. Teacher is Ali Wong. Okay, good. So Ali Wong is like, listen, you need this extra credit. I know you do. And funny, joke.
Like it. This is a good film.
This film is good, you know. Okay, so we are still in Act 1. They're meeting and they're kind of starting to like each other. Now, what is going to be the conflict, Catherine? Like, someone's got to sort of lie or pretend, it seems, or do you know what I mean? There's some sort of like incident or something. What is it? Is he going to lie to her?
Yeah, or maybe he doesn't show up for their presentation or something and she fails. She gets a bad grade. He let her down. He
let her down. Gavin, this is a rom-com teen movie. He let her down. That's the Act 3 conflict. And then he does a big makeup scene.
For nothing.
No.
Okay,
it's got to be something where she gets to know him, she likes him, then he's got to show her that he's just like everyone else.
Yeah.
And then she sees that he's been volunteering with the refugees, and so she likes him again, and then she's got to make up to him. I feel like she's got to make it up to him.
Right. Okay. So so you mean he lets her down first?
That's your thing. You don't let her down.
I was on Route A grade. I was on Route A and now I get you.
There's got to be something else, something more dramatic. Like, okay, so we've got this antagonist who is maybe her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I don't know, or there's got to be other antagonists that is trying to pull them apart. Oh, but we also need a big party as well. We need a big party scene. I was just
thinking that we need a big party.
We need a big party.
Something happens at the party.
Yeah. Is it that some other girls are trying to like him and she starts to fall for him, but they've just got like a banter, right? Yeah. They've just got a back and forth, but she's actually starting to fall for him. And then somebody else
maybe one of the other girls said something that wasn't like he did something bad at the party. One of the other girls sort of said, oh yeah, I didn't like the way he touched my vest.
Vest?
Vest.
Vest. No, we're not bringing in sexual assault in this teen movie. No, I think, what if there's somebody that's jealous of her, okay, spreads a rumour, can see that they're getting closer, spreads a rumour, oh, I saw him downtown in this place. Reality is, Man is volunteering with the refugees,
right?
But it's just in this certain place which looks like it could be somewhere else, and she's like,
yeah,
you know, because she's a bit high and mighty. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. She thinks she's a bit better than everyone, so she needs to be humbled at some point.
Or maybe like some of her peers, just like, why are you going with him? He like lives downtown or something. He lives above.
Yeah, he's not. Why are you going with him? Because he's not coming from a rich family.
Yeah, he lives downtown, and
he lives downtown.
Evangelical church.
He lives above an evangelical church. And he's got tinnitus from all the noise. no. What is the conflict, Kat? What is the conflict? Let's get this conflict.
You know where the conflict is.
But they love it. They're enjoying each other's company, working together on this project. Maybe the conflict is she wants to go to Paris or she wants to go somewhere and he's supposed to help, but he can't because he's volunteering with the refugees.
Oh, yeah.
And so he misses the flight or something. Or he doesn't.
Maybe he's got like a hookup or a link up and he could just simply help her and he's telling her he can't.
Yeah.
What is that link up? Like she needs something. She could go on an exchange to Paris and she's like, oh, I could, if you can just support me by giving me introduction.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't do that.
And so why? What is this secret that he's holding? He's holding a secret. Something happened back in Paris. Something's going on in Paris. What happened? That he had to leave because he wanted to leave. He is a basketball scholarship, but also there's a reason why he tried so hard at basketball because something happened. Maybe he's from maybe because everyone thinks that Paris is this romantic city and whatever, but he's actually from like the banlieue, you know, and he can't put her up in the flat.
Exactly.
You know, because it's a high rise and it's thing, and he's embarrassed maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Of his humble start in life. You know? So she's like, why won't you help me? Why won't you do this?
Yeah, because she just thinks Paris is, you know, chateaux and avenues.
Okay, and that's the thing. And basically the boy who is the ex-boyfriend on the B-ball squad knows this about him or finds out, because this is like a rich, it's inner city New York, but it is actually rich as well. Okay, because these are all people who've got a chance at going to Princeton, Yale, Harvard, and these other ones. Okay, and she's on that track. He gets to go on a scholarship to this school in order to probably go to one of these Ivy League schools. Okay, but he's hiding the fact that he comes from humble beginnings. Okay, back home in Paris, he's got two mums, but they are struggling. Oh yeah. Okay, they are struggling to make ends meet, and they are struggling to you know, this is his hope and dreams, and they've got other children as well. And they've got other children, and you know he's the eldest, and he's got this sort of, you know, he's looking after them, responsibility. And maybe he got wrongly accused of something.
That's what I'm saying. It has to be a wrong accusation.
He's wrongly accused of something, but like stealing or something, or drugs or something like that. Like friends of his in the banlieue might be into all sorts, but they always were like, man, Mech, you can make it out of here. Yes, okay? Mech. Yes, Mech, you're the Mech who can make it out of here. But when they got busted, like he's just happened to be there or something, so he's got a bit of tarnish, but he wasn't involved in none of that.
Exactly. And he can't go back so quickly, you know, because he has to let time pass. But he got this bon opportunity to go to America and play b-ball for this school. So he meets her, and that's his background. He meets her, they're flirting. She loves his swag. Oh my God, he's so saucy, Catty. Yeah. And then he wants to go to Paris because there's an opportunity in the magazine world.
In the magazine world for Condé Nast. Or somewhere else, like working for Vogue in Paris. So she wants her French to be at a level that she could actually work for Vogue USA or Vogue Paris, Vogue France.
He thinks because he's got a family there, she's
like, why not? I'm just gonna go live it up in the chateau and live it up in like a central Paris or whatever. And he's like, don't. And he doesn't want to talk about it. He's like, and every time she asks him, he's like, brush it off. No. So she's like, what? Then the ex-boyfriend does some digging because he doesn't like that she's getting close to him or whatever. And there's a bit of a rivalry on the basketball squad. Right, between ex-boyfriend and this new guy, because he's going to take his position on the basketball team. Meanwhile, ex-boyfriend is going to be on the bench. Yeah, so ex-boyfriend's motivation is like, I don't like this guy's going to take my girl and he's going to take my space on the basketball team. Asseyez-vous. No. Man's like, not today. So he has got motivation to rupture this blossoming relationship, okay? But we haven't said there's a party, Catherine, and this is where they kiss. This is where they kiss.
Oh!
Okay? So there's a party, and so she's starting to like him a bit more. Oh, Catherine, I got it. There's a party. She's starting to like him a bit more. She's like, I don't know if I'm going to this party. And he's like, come on, why don't you go to the party? Anyway, they go there separately. And there's music playing, they're dancing. And then the boy goes, Forrest goes, wait a minute, let me change the music. And he puts on some sick French music, like, and then he's in his element. Like, he puts on like Aya Nakamura or something, or he puts on some other, what is it, MHD or something? What are those French, like, you know, rappers? Or, but just something like a French hip hop or French something that's so cool. And he's like, he's rapping in French and like showing his like swag and his culture, or maybe something like Senegalese, some Afro beats or something. And he's like, Afro beats. He's playing some Afro beats and he's like, and he's dancing and he's winding up his waist. Maybe it's Congolese and he's winding up his waist.
Where is Forrest, man? I need the 40-year-old Forrest.
40-year-old Forrest. Right, we're looking for you. Okay, so then she sees it, and so she's so enamored by him or whatever, and then they get close, and he's like, "What?" And then they're talking in French, and then they kiss, they kiss, and that's a big moment. And she's like, "Oh my god, I never thought I'd fall for another basketball player again. How can I do that?" Okay, then ex-boyfriend sees, and he's like in the background. Oh, but she's got best friends. Her best friends are like, go for it. And she's like, no. And they're like, girl, if I was you, I would. Do you know what I mean? All of that business. Meanwhile, also Ali Wong, teacher, can see something's happening, and she's like, oh, making jokes. No, not at the party, but during school time. When they come back to school, they're sort of holding hands and a bit closer.
Oh, so cute.
You know, and the presentation actually goes well. So we're climax, you know.
This is what I'm interested in.
He didn't let her down. Okay. Hang on. The presentation is on the same day as a big basketball match, and she thought he couldn't make it, but he just about makes it.
Oh my
God. And he doesn't let her down. So she gets a good mark, and this good mark means that she can go to Paris. And she's like, I need somewhere to stay, or I need something from him in Paris. And he's like, I can't help you. I can't. I'm so sorry. But he will not say why.
Why?
Pourquoi? He won't say pourquoi.
No.
So then she's like, I thought you were different.
Like, you're not even supporting my goals and my dreams.
I need to get to Condé Nast, right? Yeah. And I need to be a part of this world and in fashion and culture and French and culture.
For you because you from there, my friend.
Exactly. Give me the hookup, right? And, or maybe, because maybe one of his mums works for the thing, but he doesn't speak to her or something like that, and so he doesn't want it. There's that tension, you know. And she's like, just ask your mom, damn it, or ask his dad, because he doesn't have a relationship with his dad, or something like that. And she's like, just do it. And he's like, I can't do it. Not even for me. I thought you said you loved me. I do love you, but not like that.
I say you love you after 1 week.
Catherine, this is a teen movie, no? It's a teen movie, no, man. Them fall in love. Right. So the dramatic climax, Kat, is when maybe he helps someone else but not her get to Paris. And she's like, I thought you were different. But really and truly, he didn't. Maybe like the ex-boyfriend went to Paris or something. And was like, oh yeah, he helped me go to Paris. And she's like, what? How could you? And so she storms off, and he's like, wait.
Attends.
S'il te plaît.
S'il te plaît, I can explique everything.
Laisse-moi expliquer. Merde.
Laisse-moi expliquer. Non, mais laisse pas.
Ay,
caramba.
No, that's different. Right. So then, he needs to make it up to her. Yeah. Or does she need to make it up to him? Who's in the wrong?
So you helped the thing. I think he needs to try and explain himself.
He needs to try and explain himself.
And she's just like, no, I've had enough of
Or
you, man.
maybe it's because she wanted to go with him to Paris.
Who?
Aurora.
No, man, the ex-boyfriend. He probably helped the ex-boyfriend go to Paris.
Yeah, but we need to bring in the volunteering.
Yeah,
She needs to see that he's been volunteering this whole time. It's because he's been volunteering. So that's how it resolves.
Yeah.
So maybe she wanted to go with him, and she thinks he's putting basketball first. She's like, again, you're putting basketball first when we're supposed to go to Paris, and I need to go and be introduced to this person through your dad. And he's like, no, can't, because he's volunteering.
Exactly.
So finally, and then one of the friends is like, I don't want to tell you, but I saw him downtown at this place, and he shouldn't be there. And so she follows him one evening.
Oh, yeah.
And then confronts him like, "Oi, what are you doing here?" And then he's like, "I'm volunteering. Can you not see?"
And everyone's
and she's like,
"Thank you for coming every month for 6 months."
Every week.
Every week. To help the poor people.
To help the refugees. Yeah. With their translation and their documentation and all this stuff, he's been helping and whatever. And she's like, "Oh," and she feels stupid.
Yeah, I didn't.
And then he has a go at her like, laisse tomber.
Laisse tomber, man. It's not just about you wanting to go to Paris. You using me to go to Paris. You can go and call the airline.
Innit? You could call the airline. And listen, I'm just not your ticket to Paris. And actually, Paris isn't all about Eiffel Tower and croissants. There's real life here. There's real people and real shit.
It's not about crepes in the morning.
Yeah, get me. And so she's like, kind of thing. Like, he puts her in her place and he storms out. So she's got to make it up to him, Catherine.
Yeah.
Okay.
By giving him a basket of fruit.
The climax is we've got the prom. They'd already organised whether they're going to prom or not. They're either going to be prom king or queen, but he's not talking to her, so she doesn't know if he's coming. So she goes and sorry, they haven't invited each other yet. In front of everybody in the foyer,
this is where I'm getting
Catherine, in front of everyone in the foyer, she gets a microphone and she goes, "Oh, Champs-Elysees."
I have to walk out to the hall.
Oh, Champs-Elysees.
And then he goes,
no, that's not what happens. Okay, Imagine this. In the foyer, in front of everyone, she wants to do a grand gesture to get him back. She gets the microphone, and she learns his favorite song.
Yeah,
in French. And then she does a dance routine with her friend's cat.
Yeah.
And they do a whole dance routine, and she's singing it and the French song and bringing his culture, and it's very important to her. Not just going to France and whatever, but him and his culture and his life is important to her. And he forgives her and they kiss at the end. And then they become prom king and queen. And then they go to Paris with him. And he shows her the real Paris.
I thought it was a good film until the last act.
Huh?
I thought it was a good film until the last act.
Okay. Rewind. How would we change the last act? You go. Give me a last act.
Let me see now. So she needs to make it up to him.
Yeah.
What about if the charity says there's a family in dire straits?
Yes.
And then when he comes to the family, he finds out that she has been doing interior design for the family.
Where did interior design come from?
She knows all about lifestyle stuff.
She knows about lifestyle culture because that's on her magazine.
And it's like, what are you doing? You don't even care about these people to volunteer. And she said, look, I didn't care about them before.
Until you showed me.
All I was thinking about was my ticket to Paris. And you're right, you're not my ticket to Paris. But I'm now...
I know what you're saying, Catherine. She's done a whole thing. No, Catherine, this is it. Okay, this is it. He does... So she, behind his back, like sort of to make it up to him, finds one of the families and actually writes an article about them.
Oh, yes.
And humanizing the experience of refugees in the United States of America. And she does a whole piece which actually helps their whole program, right? Yeah. And in that, at the same time, he forgives her because he realizes that she's put other people first, right? Yeah. But also, Catherine, is that same article that gets her noticed by Condé Nast. So she goes on her own merit. To Paris.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and he goes off to Yale and then to MBA or somewhere.
And I mean, maybe I do like the way if they can like dance again with his music and her learning the songs. I did quite like that.
Yeah. So then when they go to prom, because he's a popular guy now, right? They're like, oh, let's play your music. Yeah. Or they're dancing normally, and then she goes to the DJ, put this one on. She whispers to the DJ, put this song on. And then he puts it on, and then she spreads the room, and then she does a dance routine with her friends. And it's like, no way.
He's seen his culture.
He's seen his culture reflected back to him. Yeah. And then they kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. That's our teen movie. And that's it, guys. Just to say, though, before anything, just at the... our recording cut off. So full disclosure, this is a different day. Yeah. And it's after a night out for me. So I've lost my voice a bit.
And a night in for me.
And a night in for Kat. Kat's just the same.
So I could sing Sweet Melody, isn't it?
Catherine, you haven't talked about Sweet Melodies for a long time.
I haven't talked about it. That used to be my track. That was my yeah.
But the thing is, did the people of the podcast know that Sweet Melodies was your song?
No, we never saw.
I don't think we ever talked. Okay, guys, we need to tell you that there was a time in history, in recent history, where
2020.
Was it 2020?
Yeah.
Where Catherine, every quiet moment, anytime there was just a lull, Catherine would just start going, he used to sing me sweet melodies. The song from
Little Mix.
I
love that song.
Catherine used to sing it all the time. I was just like, Catherine, can you change the song?
Sweet Melodies.
Anyway, back to it. We've come to the end of our episode, and we've come to the end of our teen movie.
I think it's a good one.
Kat, I'm actually loving this movie. We've got Forrest and we've got Aurora.
Yeah.
Aurora and Forrest. Now, we've cast Aurora. She's our Sima Thomas. We love her. And we wanted to cast Forrest. I was thinking, I did a bit of a Google search, Catherine, and I was looking like, black guys, Senegalese actors or models, whatever. I don't know if he's famous or what, but I found this guy called Chris Magoma.
Well, he's on Google.
He's a model. He looks fit.
Wow.
He looks gorgeous. Okay. Yeah. So Chris Magoma, guys, if you want to Google him, just put Chris Maghoma.
Chris, the role is
model.
Yours to turn down.
This is his role. I think it's his. But also we're going to audition.
Of course.
People.
There might be some newcomers.
There might be some newcomers who want to come through, and we don't even know if Chris Magoma can act.
Oh, yeah, so true. We can't have any wooden people.
We cannot. Not for our Forrest. No way. He's got to be ever so saucy, Catherine.
Exactly.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. Listen, write to us at expatimmigrant@gmail.com if you would like to help us in casting.
Yeah.
Don't you think, Catherine? Who are the other open roles that we have?
So we have got Benny, the best friend, the gay best friend Benny.
Gay best friend Benny.
And Cece, best friend.
Cece, best friend.
We've got the ex-boyfriend, the footballer.
Ex-boyfriend, Catherine. I slept on it and I'm thinking that's got to go to my guy Nacho. And for people who don't know,
to be a part of this.
Paul Foreman. I call him Nacho because that's his character name.
He's got a French connection.
Yeah, because but then maybe that's why in the story he knows the truth about this French guy because he's got a French connection as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That makes sense.
He knows the truth about Forrest. Okay, so Paul Foreman is the ex-boyfriend.
Okay, very nice.
Okay, so now I can fancy the lead and the antagonist.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she likes to have her cake and eat it.
I love a Paul Foreman. You know moi. You know moi.
We got the two mums. We haven't talked much about them, but they're in there.
The two mums are in there. We need to cast those two mothers of Forrest.
Maybe his dad. We've mentioned the dad.
We did mention the dad. Dad needs to be coming in passing. Catherine, did you ever think about the basketball coach?
We never mentioned a basketball coach.
We never mentioned a basketball coach. I'm thinking about, do you know what I'm thinking of? We need to give Omar Sy a role.
Exactly.
I think he's got to be the basketball coach.
I know. Yeah. Well, he has to have a role. Like, how is he not going to have a role?
How is Omar Sy not going to be in our movie?
Star.
Exactly.
He needs to be in our movie.
Catherine, this is a movie with like French connections with America and whatever. How are we gonna just not have Omar Sy? You mad?
And there's like a Senegalese connection.
Catherine, are you absolutely mad?
Do you think we would be so rude?
How rude?
To not give him a role, a critical role.
A critical role. So this critical role I'm giving Omar Sy, or we are, is the role of the basketball coach, okay? So he has been there, done that. He knows what Forrest is going through. He also came to America on a basketball scholarship.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Any of our other favourite men and women that we like to give a role? I'm thinking Thierry Henry. Maybe he'd like to just be there as well.
Thierry Henry could be on the television or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think he can. But what about Sylvie, Catherine, the lady who plays Sylvie?
Yeah,
she's in it.
Our references are just Lupin and Emily in Paris. No other French references.
That's why we need the public, guys. That's why we need you as listeners to help us.
We've delivered on the story side. You cannot fault the storytelling.
The story, there's no plot holes or anything in this story. It's amazing.
The story is solid.
The story is solid. Okay, but can I just give Sylvie the role? Either one of the mums. Okay, maybe. I think that could be good. Or the person at Condé Nast, although that feels a bit typecasty for her, but she can play that kind of fashion person from the magazine, can't she, Kat?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yes. But that's wonderful.
Part of me feels I should Google Sylvie's real name.
Oh, yeah.
Sylvie, because we're not giving her, Philippine Leroy.
Oh. Leroy.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. That reminds me when I first come to France and I see Leroy Merlin as a shop. I'm like, Leroy from and Jim was like, are you mad? It's Leroy.
From Jamaica.
Leroy from Jamaica, there's a shop called Leroy. The most Jamaican name. Anyway.
Do you know what? Just to talk about Jamaican names for French men, Jerome. They love a Jerome in France.
A Jerome. Jerome is such a Jamaican name. Catherine, remember we met that white guy called Jerome and we couldn't believe it?
I had to give a little kiss.
Did you kiss him?
Yeah, of course, Natty. Of course. You can't be called Jerome and be a white French man and not get a kiss from me. Look up the Jeromes, man. I'm on the hunt.
Oh my God. Catherine, you made me laugh so much. Okay, listen, her name is, so she's the actress who plays Sylvie in Emily in Paris. Her name is Philippine Leroy Beaulieu. Philippine Leroy Beaulieu. What a beautiful name. Wow.
Yes. Leroy.
Okay, so that's the kind of cast we're thinking of, okay?
Yeah.
So, but guys, write into us or DM us on our Instagram, which is at Expat Immigrant, and you can tell us who you're thinking about for the cast, and let us know what you think of our teen romantic comedy movie.
And then give us $1 million and we'll make it for you.
We'll make it for you. We've got to get a script writer. I think we get Issa Rae on board.
Oh, wow, this project is amazing.
This project is Catherine, I believe in this project. Do you not believe in it?
I believe, je crois.
Okay, guys, so that's it from us. Thank you so much for listening.
Thanks as always.
As always, je vous aime.
Bonne continuation.
Bonne continuation. Follow us on Instagram, which is at expatimmigrant@gmail.com. I am at TunefulTV.
And I'm at Pat All That One.
Brilliant. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, ciao, ciao.
Bisous, gros bisous. Bye.
Bye bye.